I love you guys. I really do. You knew what I was thinking.
GMA untold. Millions of Americans take medication to lower their blood pressure, but new research suggests there may be a better solution. The idea is that some people may be able to toss their pills and visit a chiropractor instead. So how would it work? And is this method right for everyone?
There we go. Now I got you thinking, don't I? So, welcome. I am not the artist who will sing the whole song with my back to you, I promise. I'm getting myself set up here so I can videotape it for those who couldn't be here. All right, welcome. I wanted to show you that video because there's some things going on different in this place for the last 22 years that is fun. And a lot of people don't know how to handle what's going on here. And I have the pleasure tonight of helping you make your heart healthy. It's my honor. Now here's the thing though. As your doctor, I need to make sure that I do something tonight that will leave you or help you or cause your heart to be working better in the next 24 hours than it is now. So really, I have a various number of options to help improve your heart. Like right now, really, if I really want to maximize your heart and really help it be healthy for the next 24 to 48 hours, then we would move all the chairs out of the way, take you through my 12-minute workout, and at least without saying much, I know you would leave here in 17 minutes with a healthier heart than you walked into. Okay? I can do that. I can sit here and talk all night and tell you what you should and shouldn't do, but that may not do anything for your heart. See what I'm saying? More information doesn't do anything for your heart to make it work better. Action. And so tonight I'm going to go over the action steps that may be sabotaging your heart and making it sick. And I'm going to go over action steps that I take personally because I come from a family of heart disease, mom and dad, blood pressure. Never knew my grandfathers because they died due to heart disease or a heart attack. So this thing here can really make or break my chances of being a grandpa. And your chance of being grandma and grandpa too. It's amazing how one organ, that's a muscle, if we don't take care of it, the ramifications it has on our life. And so I showed you that video for a couple of reasons. First of all, sometimes I have all these videos planned and I get on a roll and I forget to show them, so I want to make sure I show them to you. But that was on Good Morning America, and that pretty much turned the world upside down because what was working, or what they were doing to make your blood pressure healthier and better, wasn't working, and now these adjustments, which we do all of that, you saw some of those adjustments you get. So I just wanted to show you. So for those of you I have not had the pleasure of meeting yet, my name is Dr. Joseph Arve. I've been the doctor in this office here for the last 22 years, helping people of all ages, of all walks of life, get healthy. Now, so that's pretty much why tonight we're doing a heart talk, because a lot of people have heart issues. And so as your doctor, I have to address that tonight. I can't really talk much about it when we're adjusting, although I am affecting that. But I wanted tonight to spend the time to really help you leave here and within the next 24 hours do something that's going to make this heart work better. Fair enough? Mm-hmm. Because it's kind of an overwhelming, daunting job, because where is your heart right now? Are you over here with super strong heart? Okay? I don't know if you can see everything over here. Or are you over here with your heart's all tuckered out? Where are you right now? That's what I want to find out where you're at. Because we're here to put an end to unnecessary suffering. That's what this mission is all about. So is your heart, or is a heart, or are the hearts in this community causing unnecessary suffering? Yes or yes? Yes. Maybe we should do the workout, okay? I don't know. Okay, good. And so this is me again. I worked on a lot of Olympic athletes, Broncos. If you're a first-time guest, we help people work better. I've been around the world helping people's hearts perform at their best. Because it's really tough if you're going to be going for an Olympic medal and you have a heart attack and die. It kind of ruins your dreams, doesn't it? Okay? This is my family with Olympic medalist and world champion Rulon Gardner. You can see how long his arms are. He's literally crushing us. So no, that's not good enough, because we had one like this all night. He's like, "Oh, come here, group hug," and he crushes us. But again, and all this stuff that we have, if you're like, don't worry about taking notes, if you want the PowerPoint, if you want making a video right now, we have online stuff, we have all kinds of good stuff. We're here to help you, right? But a lot of you don't need more information, you just need more action. But you need to make it really simple. So we're going to go over that, okay? So I have about 500 slides tonight, because I don't want to make sure, everybody knows. I'm just kidding, right? Okay, so heart disease. Number one disease in this country. So I have to talk about it because it's number one cause of death in my community. And I'm here to put an end to that, so I have to talk about heart disease. Because it's a real bummer if your heart gives out, takes you with it, and you can't fulfill all your God-given dreams. Or your heart causes you to slow down, and you can't do all the things you want to do. Right? It's a bummer. So here's the problem. Right now, 600,000 people die of heart disease every year. 600,000. Okay, fill up Bronco Stadium with 60,000 people, 10 home games, and they're all dead. Not since they started keeping statistics. This is every year. That's 1 in 4 people. And so if you're not doing the right steps and actions, because people say, well, that's going to happen to somebody else. That's someone else that's going to happen. It won't be me. Well, how do you know it's not going to be you? Before you leave here, you'll know what to do to find out, make sure it's not you. All right. Leading cause of death for both men and women. So it's not sexist. Your heart doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman in this country. Okay, 1 in 4 people die of heart disease. Does it have to happen? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Coronary disease of your pipes, of your arteries, is killing nearly 380,000 people a year. 720,000 Americans have a heart attack every year. That's just Americans. 720,000 Americans have heart attacks. 500,000 basically they're first-time offenders. About 250,000 are second-time or third-time repeaters. They didn't understand. Really, you really need to get healthy, right? Okay. And again, if we don't fix this, you're all worried about Republicans and Democrats and the president ruining this country. I'm telling you that heart disease, blood pressure, just not being able to get the American blood pressure under control will bankrupt this country. Right now, it's basically $108 billion a year, and over the next 10 years, they're expected to cost $1 trillion a year. So right now, 6 out of 10 families go bankrupt because of health. If you really are concerned about this country and its ability to stay afloat, it's not the Iranians, not the Iraq, it's not the wars. It's health. It's health, and it's your blood pressure, and it's your heart, and it's your how you live that will bankrupt this country. We will not be able to afford your disease process, our disease process. And the problem is, what do we do to children? See, the reason why I do this workshop also, and why I want to make sure your heart gets healthy, is so that you can set a good example for your children and for your grandchildren, because they're watching you. And right now, 25% of children 5 and under already have plaquing building up in their arteries. Okay, that's not good news. And 60% of all 15 to 19-year-olds have plaquing building up in their coronary arteries. Okay, and 1/3 of children are at risk for high cholesterol, which conventional medicine views as a risk factor for heart disease. So people are having heart disease at younger and younger and younger ages. And the problem is we think, well, heart disease is normal, right? It's just part of America, you get your blood pressure, and see, in Canada and America, heart disease may be the #1 killer. It may be very common, but it's not normal. It's not normal. We'll talk about later on, like, how was your heart working the day you were born? And then what happened to it? Why is it not working the way it's supposed to now? And so this is my big why. This is my dad, Big Joe. That's me, Little Joe. And that's my family. And my big why is real simple. I never had grandpas. Grandpas never took me fishing. Grandpas never showed me how to do anything. They went around. Why? Because they lost their health. Their heart attacked them when they were young. My dad was 17 when his dad died. My mom's dad died when I was in the womb, before I was born. So I never got to meet them. Why? It wasn't because they got murdered or killed or bad luck. They lost their health. Well, I want to be around for a long time to bug my kids. Be a grandpa. Okay? I want to be around for as long as possible. Matter of fact, I want to be around for 120 years. I decided that. I'm living to 120. That's what the Bible says. That's what science says I can do. If I can be around that long to bug my family and be a thorn in their side, great. I am not going anywhere, right? So, and that's my family. And this is an older picture. Look at little Luke right there. And there's Grant, made with braces, Leah. Mrs. Harvey never changes. But look at the little nose there, So that's my big why. And again, what What do we believe? See, I look at the whole world a lot differently than most people. And you're like, yeah, amen to that, Dr. Joe. But the thing is that we have learned how this body works. And there's a lot of different books. I won't get into chiropractic philosophy a little bit, but we have all kinds of books. They're called the green books. And the thing is that when a sperm and egg came together and God blew on it, that power then animated something inside the womb. Okay? And we call that an intelligence. You have an innate intelligence. When you cut your arm, what does that cut do? It heals. Well, do you have to tell it to heal? Do you have to tell it? No. There's an innate intelligence, an inborn intelligence inside your body that's on the job at all times. And it's what made you in the womb. And this innate intelligence will always work, will always heal, will always do what's right. It's a law, like the law of gravity, right? The law of gravity says, every time I drop this, it will fall. It's a law. As long as I don't interfere with it, it's going to drop. So there's a law, okay, that says that the innate intelligence never injures or destroys structures in which they work. Which means when you were in the womb, the power that made you is supposed to take care of you. It's not so. Your heart should never attack you. It was never designed in the womb to attack you. Okay? Can you guys see that? That work better? Can't see, let me know. But so the thing is, when I see high blood pressure or cholesterol or the heart or the organ attacking you, that never was in the rule books. That should never be happening. And so if it is happening, you need to say, oh, that something is seriously wrong. I need to change now. Okay? And not say, well, everybody has it. It's just your turn. No, we're different here. We don't want to end up like everybody else, right? 1 in 4 Americans dying, missing out on their grandkids. So we believe and we say, innate's always on the job. The power that made you heals you. What's going to fix your cholesterol, your blood pressure, and your heart, and everything else? You are. But it needs no help. There just can't be any interference. You can't block your body's own ability to heal. Okay? If that baby comes out, if you come out at 5 months and not 9 months, why is that a health problem? Because you're not fully developed, right? Your heart's not developed. It's not done cooking you. So you are in charge of you, and you will heal you just fine. You have an innate intelligence that's always on the job. It just can't have any interference. And that kind of goes against everything you've learned out there about health. And there's where the confusion is. And so today is about a better map. Everybody say better map. Because you need a better map. If I gave you a map of California and I said find Denver, okay, if you didn't find Denver, you're going to have a heart attack. How well would you do? Well, you'd die, right? You wouldn't make it. If I gave you a map of Colorado and I said find Denver or have a heart attack, who could find Denver? Yeah, so guess if you're here tonight for the first time, that's what this is all about. Giving you the right map. You need the right map. A good map will do what? It takes you where you want to go. Prevent heart disease. Get your blood pressure under control. Get the cholesterol numbers right? Have more energy. The map will take you there. But if you keep following the wrong map, you'll never get there. You'll never get where you want. And even worse, you'll be forced to go where you don't want to go. That's the whole point, is the map. The wrong map doesn't just, oh, I'm lost. No, it takes you where you never thought you'd be. I never thought I'd have a heart attack. I never thought I would die so soon. I never thought they would die so short. I never thought that. Well, yeah, because why? They were following the wrong map. So we got to give you the right map, right? And again, do you want a better map? To yourself, why are you here tonight? Why are you here? What do you want from tonight? So real quick, what are your goals? It's not real hard to tell you how to prevent heart disease, but I just am curious. Tell me why you're here and what you want to take away from tonight. Okay. You want to do everything you can.
Yes.
Good. Good. Okay, what was the other one over here? Nope. I heard yours. What else was it? Huh? Healthy heart? Okay. Good. What else?
Healthy mind.
Mind, okay. Good. What else do we want me to cover tonight?
Understanding cholesterol.
Good. how to fix the heart, right? I stand here. Fix and reverse. Ooh. Heart issues. Okay? What else? Any other questions? Any other issues? Anything pressing that you need to leave here with? How to eat? Good, good, good. We'll put mind, eat. Good. What else? Anything else? Exercise. Okay. What else about your heart? What mean why? I mean, I'm here because I want to live as long as possible. You know, why do you have a heart? What's the function of your heart? Like, is the goal of your heart so that you can live well? Is it a gift to you? Is it there so it limits your life or attacks you? And again, is it possible we're looking at this whole thing wrong? We have a lot of fears, we have a lot of concerns, we live in fear. That's what I want to show you tonight. Okay? So we'll start with this. If there's any more, just let me know.
Quality of life.
Quality of life. Good, good, good. You want to live. L-I-V-E, quality. Q-U-A-L-I-T-Y. Good. Okay. Very good. Very good, very good. So, again, it's all about getting a good map. Now, let me ask you a question about this guy's blood pressure right now. I'm sorry. Can you see that? Is his blood pressure high? Is his pulse high?
Yes.
Or is it normal for what he's doing right now? So when you say I have high blood pressure, I'm like, well, why? And well, my cholesterol is high. Why? My pulse is racing. Well, why? Is it high or is it normal for what your week has just looked like? Or your month has just looked like? Or your year has just looked like? With the stress. See, the whole thing about blood pressure, and I'm so literally full of, I've been crammed, that's my family, I've been like this. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Because this is like, if I screw this up, someone's going to die. And they're not going to get it. And that's the pressure I feel on this. And so the thing is about, find out why your blood pressure's high. Find out why your cholesterol's high. Find out why your heart's not working right. Just don't take a pill and let the hippo keep chasing you. Because there's times when your body is supposed to respond to stress and your blood pressure goes up and your body freaks out. And then you pull yourself away from harm and then everything's supposed to go back down. But when you live with these stress hormones at a peak level, and that now becomes your life, and then that's why your heart's not you have a hippo chasing you. Right? But it doesn't go away. So for the next months, or the next years, or the next 10 years, this is what your life's about. And as soon as you wake up, you hit the feet, and it chases you again. Yeah, your heart's going to attack you, and that was a completely normal response for what you've been going through. I'm going to show you how to change your action steps and do some things differently so that maybe you can get things back to normal like it's supposed to be. Right? I'm not here to try to tell you what you can take to lower your blood pressure or lower your cholesterol. I'm going to tell you what you can do to get healthy, and then whatever your blood pressure is supposed to do, or your cholesterol is supposed to do, that's between you and your body and your heart. Okay? Because again, when your blood pressure is high, we focus on that, right? And I really didn't get this picture for a whole long time. But he says, I'm wrapping it tightly to keep the ankle from swelling. So as he's focused on the ankle, I mean, this is your ankle specialist, this is your ankleologist, and he's focused on making sure your ankle's happy. But what's happening to the rest of you in the meantime? And you know what this doctor says? What's happening to you in the meantime is none of my business. I'm an ankle specialist. Who cares what else happens to you? Who cares if this medication kills you? Hey, your blood pressure, your cholesterol numbers are perfect. That's my job. That's my job, right? And so today's about a better heart. And you're going to need a better map. I'm sorry, I do not have a new drug for you. Or I'm going to talk about angioplasty. I'm not going to talk about a new surgery for you. I'm sorry. I'm not here to give you a new gimmick. A lot of the stuff you've heard before, and you're going to hear it for the next 120 years. Actually, no, next 70 years, okay? It's not about a new vitamin or herb, or we're all just going to start breaking out the red wine, although I'm not against that either, okay? It's how to live and heal your heart muscle, right? If I have a muscle that's weak, what do I need to do? No, take a pill and ignore it and keep doing it, right? How to live so that your heart stays strong and it works really good for as long as you need it to. And then if we do that, how about everything else working too as well? We had a patient today, I don't know if she talked about how I could do jumping jacks for the first time and my knee doesn't hurt anymore, and I never told you my knee hurt. I'm like, when I turn the power on, where's that power go? Everywhere. So you don't have to tell me, oh, I forgot to about my elbow, doggone it. Listen, your brain knows everything. Your brain heals everything. My job is to remove the interference, and that power that made you will heal you. And Nate's on the job all the time. Okay? Very good. So, again, what are my choices, or the choices of others, telling my heart to do? That's where it all begins, right? When God made you healthy, if you were grass, what color should you be? Green grass. Okay? Guess if you're like, what's this talking about? I know it's Colorado and the whole thing, but this is yard grass, lawn grass. And if I step on the hose, what color does that grass turn? Brown. Now, when is that grass in trouble? The minute I stepped on the hose, or the moment you start noticing the brown, the blood pressure, the cholesterol problems? You guys are so smart. See, you're getting this. You're learning, right? And if I don't get out the hose, then what color will that grass turn? Brown, and then eventually turn to dead or dirt, right? But that's how your heart is. Your body's the same way. You were made to be healthy, but then something you do, your choices, or the choices of society or the culture, or how it chooses to look at your heart, basically begins to turn your heart into brown grass. And then there's lots of things against you to keep doing the wrong things because you don't know, you're misinformed, and then your heart attacks you when it was never supposed to attack you. So again, remember, you ask yourself, what are your choices, or those around you, what kind of effect are they having on your heart? Green grass, brown grass, or dirt? So, history of heart disease. Realize in the 1900s, the word heart attack was